Let's be real for a second. If you are absolutely sick and tired of carrying around a giant, heavy slab of glass in your pocket, or if you are stubbornly holding on to your ancient iPhone 13 mini because you refuse to do thumb gymnastics just to reach a simple notification, you need to hear this. Welcome back to the channel, guys. For years, we all thought Apple took the compact smartphone out back and permanently ended its life because the sales figures just weren't high enough to justify keeping it around. But according to massive new supply chain leaks dropping this week, Apple is actually bringing the beloved Mini back from the dead. The crazy part? They are hiding it right in plain sight. You see, everyone has been completely misunderstanding the upcoming Apple Foldable. When we hear the word foldable, our brains instantly picture the Samsung Galaxy Z Fold or the Pixel Pro Fold. And don't get me wrong, the tech is cool, but when those phones are closed, they look completely ridiculous. They are super tall and crazy narrow, and using the cover screen feels like you are trying to text your friends on a TV remote. Apple took one look at that design and completely rejected it. Instead, the highly anticipated foldable, which supply chains are now calling the iPhone Ultra, is taking a radically different approach that nobody saw coming. The leaks confirm that Apple is designing the inside screen to be incredibly wide. We are talking about a 7.8-inch cinematic landscape display the absolute second you pop it open. It is basically a literal iPad mini right in your hands. But here is the absolute genius part that almost everyone in the tech community is completely missing. Think about the basic math and geometry here. If the inside of the phone is super wide, what actually happens when you fold it shut? It means the outside cover screen has to be short and wide. When this brand new iPhone Ultra is completely closed, you are not holding a giant Pro Max. You are holding a 5.5-inch, perfectly pocketable device. The physical dimensions of the front screen will perfectly mimic the size and feel of the legendary iPhone mini, but wrapped in a ridiculously premium titanium chassis. It is the ultimate bait and switch. Apple figured out they can give you the perfect one-handed texting machine on the outside and a massive Netflix tablet on the inside, with zero compromises. But getting your hands on this device this fall is going to be an absolute nightmare, and to understand why, you have to look at the sheer chaos happening over at Apple headquarters right now. If you follow the business side of tech, you know things are shifting seismically. It was just officially announced that John Ternus is taking over as the new CEO this September, replacing Tim Cook. We are also literally just weeks away from the massive WWDC event next month, where they are launching iOS 20. Notice I said iOS 20, not iOS 27 like some of the wild, exaggerated rumors floating around the internet have claimed. Apple is desperately trying to push their Apple Intelligence system to finally catch up with heavyweights like Google Gemini. But in the middle of all this massive hype and software transition, their head AI chief, John Giannandrea, literally just walked out the door a few weeks ago after an 8-year run. The software division is reportedly scrambling to make sure Siri and the new A20 chip can actually handle a complex folding screen experience without glitching out. Multitasking on a foldable requires flawless software integration, and losing your AI boss right before the biggest hardware launch of the decade is a massive hurdle. And the hardware side has its own brutal challenges to overcome. Historically, the absolute worst thing about the old iPhone minis was the terrible battery life. You just could not physically fit a large enough battery cell into a tiny phone. Folding phones usually suffer from the exact same problem because the two halves of the device have to be incredibly thin. Rumors point to the iPhone Ultra being an insane 4.5mm thick when unfolded. So, how do you power a dual-screen device without it dying by noon? Apple has a secret weapon. The latest leaks detail a cutting-edge silicon-based battery technology combined with TSMC's new 2nm fabrication process. This new tech allows the battery cells to be ridiculously dense, meaning they can pack a massive amount of power into a paper-thin space. When the Ultra is closed in its mini form, paired with a massive 12GB of RAM for efficiency, it will easily outlast any small phone Apple has ever made. Oh, and here is a wild twist. Leaks suggest they might completely ditch Face ID on this model to keep the inner screen completely flawless, opting for a Touch ID sensor integrated right into the ultra-thin frame instead. But here comes the classic Apple trap. If you were planning to just be financially responsible and buy the standard base model iPhone 18 this fall, you might be out of luck. Supply chain reports are screaming that Apple is intentionally limiting production or even delaying the base models this year. Why on earth would a trillion-dollar company do that? Simple psychology. They are playing a massive game of upsell. They know the compact phone crowd is incredibly desperate for a small device, and they know the enthusiast crowd wants the foldable. So, they are squeezing the market to force everyone up the pricing ladder toward the super expensive iPhone Ultra. We are talking about a starting price tag floating around $2,000 to $2,399. And even if you have that kind of cash ready to burn, finding one in stock might be statistically impossible. The demand for Apple's next-generation 2nm chips is absolutely through the roof, and producing these complex, crease-free OLED displays is becoming a massive bottleneck in the supply chain. We could legitimately see wait times pushed out for months. You might pre-order on day 1 in September and not get a tracking number until Christmas. This is not just another boring camera bump update year. This is Apple completely redefining what a smartphone actually is under brand new leadership. If the iPhone Ultra succeeds, it basically kills the iPad mini forever. Think about it. Why would you buy a small tablet when your phone literally turns into one seamlessly? But if this fails, if the battery drains too fast, if the software is buggy because of the internal executive shakeups, or if that screen crease turns out to be ugly, it will be the most expensive mistake in Apple's history. They are betting the entire farm on this form factor. So, I am passing the mic over to you guys. What do you honestly think about this wild secret mini strategy? Are you willing to pay a massive foldable premium just to get a comfortable, one-handed phone back in your pocket? Or do you think the whole folding screen hype is just a total gimmick that will fade away? Drop all your honest thoughts down in the comments below. I read as many as I can. And hey, if you enjoyed this leak breakdown and want to stay ahead of the curve, make sure you smash that subscribe button so you do not miss the daily tech news. Stay safe, tech family, and I will catch you guys in the next video.